Hey guys, Henry here, and today we're going to be talking about the recent film Pokemon Detective Pikachu, and whether it's worth a watch. So, the essence of the film is that Tim, played by Justice Smith, a young Pokemonless man, travels to Rhyme City and teams up with a Detective Pikachu, played by Ryan Reynolds, who for some reason can talk to Tim to investigate the whereabouts of his father, a Rhyme City policeman. Rhyme City is a place where Pokemon and humans coexist, working together in society, much different to the keeping Pokemon stored in Pokeballs and PCs of the Pokemon games. However, what was a little disappointing to me, as a massive Pokemon fan during my childhood, was that Rhyme City, and the film in general, wasn't really able to tap into my sense of Pokemon nostalgia. Rather, they seem to have taken the route of exploring more 80s and 90s nostalgia than the original Pokemon games. Don't get me wrong, there were Easter eggs, and great use of music, reminiscent of the Game Boy, that did bring back fond memories. But I felt that this element really could have been tapped into more. I mean, Pokemon is a global phenomenon. Pokemon Go was basically all everyone was doing for the first month it came out. People wanted to be reminded of their Pokemon journeys when they were kids, rather than just childhood nostalgia in general. The plot was somewhat predictable, with some smart twists and turns along the way, but that to me wasn't that big of an issue. I mean, this film is really aimed at kids and teenagers. But now that I think about it, it's also aimed at people that played the original Pokemon games and watched the TV show and movies when they were kids. And they, including me, are all in our 20s and 30s. So, I mean, it would have been nice to see some smarter storytelling, somewhat like a Pixar film or a film like Zootopia, cleverly integrating adult themes throughout a fun adventure aimed primarily at a younger demographic. I mean, the logic behind a lot of the characters and their actions just wasn't there. People seemed to just be doing things because it furthered the plot, rather than because their character would actually do those things. And because of that, more mature viewers are not convinced, and plot holes emerge. Oh well. It's a children's Pokemon movie. It had a decent premise, and it was executed okay. The acting and dialogue was so-so. Justice Smith was bearable, but the character of the young news reporter Lucy Stevens, played by Catherine Newton, wasn't. Her lines and delivery were extremely cringy. And I'm not sure that that was an intentional decision. And if it was, why? Everyone else was pretty much played straight up, and she just really stood out for being so freaking cringy. On the other hand, Ryan Reynolds' Detective Pikachu was really good. I was skeptical since Pikachu was always just Ash's cute sidekick, and in this film Pikachu is completely different, and instead is a witty, caffeine-addicted smartass. But it really worked. Pikachu carried the film, with smart lines and great comedic timing. The relationship between Tim and the Detective Pikachu was a big emphasis throughout the film. And to me, that was one thing the film did really well. Each person had their Pokemon partner and built a bond together, and worked as a team to solve each other's problems. This was something that always resonated within the Pokemon games and TV series. What makes this even more amazing was that the Pikachu was entirely CGI, meaning the performances were just that much harder to pull off. So, props to them. The CGI of the Pikachu was honestly amazing. And for the most part, the CGI Pokemon blended in pretty well with the live elements of the film. In a movie so CGI heavy, it is a worry that it might distract from the experience, but in this case, it really enhanced it. So, is Detective Pikachu worth a watch? I would sadly have to say no. Probably isn't worth going to the cinema to watch it. While it's a decently fun time, it just did not do enough for me as a property that I really enjoyed and loved as a kid. I went in there sold on the premise that it was a Pokemon movie, but it didn't show as much Pokemon as I wanted. I won't be watching it again anytime soon, and if you are curious about the live action Pokemon film, like I was, just wait till you can stream it. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more of me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you've seen Detective Pikachu, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.